Welcome everybody out there. The Legends of League at Central Coast Stadium.
He's still going, get rid of it. Could this be? It is, and they score in the corner. What a day it's been, and I can't wait for next year.
Well, welcome back to Central Coast Stadium here for the Legends of League tournament. My name is John O'Farr, taking over from Albie Tallarico. Albie and I will be back a little bit later in the day. We've seen 3 games so far. It started with the Barbarians and Manly, a terrific game of footy. And then, of course, the next game, it was between Parramatta and Brisbane. And then we've just seen the game between Manly and Newcastle. So some great games so far. Game 4 is, I'm going to call it, Brett Kamali, as I bring you in, the Battle of 86, the two teams that certainly defined the 80s.
Yeah, that's right. The Dogs versus Parramatta. Some great rivals in their grand final. Canterbury, obviously, the winners or the premiers from last year's tournament. This first time we get to see them. And Parramatta, well, we've seen them on the park. We've seen Nathan Haimarsh shield victory for his side, but they need to get back-to-back performances for Parramatta.
Yeah, good-sized crowd here, and you can see the live pictures looking across the Brisbane waters. So a beautiful day here in Gosford for Legends of League 2. And as you can see there on your screen, Canterbury taking on Parramatta. It's game 4. It'll start at 2:30. So we'll take you through the sides. Let's start with Parramatta. Nathan Haimarsh, Frank Pritchard, Luke Burt, PJ Marsh, Mark Tukey, Dean Witters, Michael Butner, Shane Shackleton, Kevin Kingston, Dennis Moran, Todd Lowry as both sides come onto the field, John O'Wright, Joel Reddy, Tim Smith, Paul Carriage from 1998, Feleti Mateo, and the Canterbury side, Andrew Ryan, Willie Mason, Mark O'Mealy, Rennie Matua, Roy Asatasi, Brent Sherwin, Tony Grimaldi, Daniel Holdsworth, Dean Hallertau, Jamie Feeney, Brad Moran, Steve Turner, Sam Perrott, Matty Utai, Rod Silver, Luke Patton, and of course their coach is Barbar, Terry Lamb.
Yeah, coached by the great Terry Lamb, the Canterbury legend, the 5'8". You see there, Luke Patton come in, didn't play last year. Roy Asatasi is new to the side as also, didn't play last year. And Jamie Feeney, 3 new additions from last year's team. Nathan Haimarsh, Shane Shackleton talking about how they're going to get victory. Timmy Smith to kick us off. The Dogs to get first look at the ball.
Oh, or are they? It goes over the sideline. So a short kickoff that they tried to go with, Brett, but it sort of backfired a little bit, but they'll get the ball back.
Yeah, Parramatta get the ball back by finding touch off the kickoff. Same as what would happen in a normal NRL game. You get the scrum feed. Well, here you just get straight into the turnover. Let's see how the Dogs go. Let's see how they go defending. First time we've seen them. Premiers last year.
So Parramatta to play at about 15 metres out from the line. They'll shift it to the left-hand side. Gives it nicely there to Butner. Butner just pops the pass away there to the 13 in Todd Lowry. And Lowry finds himself about 2 or 3 metres away from the try line. Quick pass along the ball. Now it comes back away nicely to the 8 of Shackleton. Shackleton charging forward. The big fella almost getting first points in this contest. Comes along the back line. Goes along to the 7 there in Butner. Butner puts the kick down towards Canterbury. And they take it first up. And it's the big fella.
Matty Utai. Matty Utai was a rock last year when we played. He just made so many line breaks, so hard to stop. Just powerful runner of the football.
So Canterbury in their traditional berries colours as Andrew Ryan gives the ball away, and Asatasi will play it almost near the 40-metre line. Quick play the ball from dummy half. Utai just spins the ball to the right-hand side. And now the general will have it in the middle. He's held in a standing tackle. Quick play the ball. Utai shifts it to the right-hand side. Nice little chip over the top. Andrew Ryan was chasing after it. Ball goes down towards the sideline and it'll find touch as the Eels watch it go over there. So good start from both sides. About 90 seconds into this contest. Great sized crowd here at Central Coast, Brett.
Yeah, as it keeps filling and filling too. It's been great to see how many people have been willing to come and support and watch it. And I think as the sun keeps coming out all afternoon and you start hearing that it's on and it's going great and it's entertaining, you'll sort of put the dress clothes on and you'll come out for the rest of the afternoon. We don't have the grand final kicking off till like 5:30 this evening, so plenty of time still to come out here, plenty of time to jump on and listen and see what's happening. And some great players out here. So they've still got the skill. It's funny to watch them. It looks like nothing's changed. Maybe a little bit slower, but skill level is just exactly the same.
Do you miss it much?
Oh, I always miss playing. You know, I had great fun here last year playing in the tournament. You get competitive. Definitely your head still thinks, but your legs go a bit slower than they used to.
So Butner takes it up the middle. Chance here for Parramatta. Ball comes into Lowry, goes along the back line. Butner swings it back, and they'll take it forward over the halfway line. Chance here now for Parramatta. They shift it to the right-hand side. Good ball away. Butner, look at him burst through that gap now. Tries to come back. Fancy footwork. Brilliant pick-up. The Eels are taking it forward. Good kick out towards the try line.
Great dive.
Tried to pick it up though by the Eels, but
Steve Turner.
yeah, former Melbourne Storm player, and now Canterbury, of course.
Oh, shift coming, Mason.
Huge chance for Mason. Now he puts on the afterburners.
Mason. Get out of my way.
Pass back inside. The General tries to get it to Big Willie. Willie still going down the sideline. Play on as the goal.
He wants to lair up here.
Oh,
he
yes.
loves it. Come on, Mace. Beat him. Take him on. Golden point. Yeah.
Oh, Hindy couldn't get him. And he gets over for the try. Just narrowly misses the bonus try area, so it'll be 4-0. But what a great size battle, Hindmarsh and Mason.
Oh, the battle. Mace was unbelievable last year. You know, you talk about players just in their element. He had an absolute ball playing last year. It was so good. Cut-out passes. Biggest halfback I think I've ever seen in the competition. A couple of Dogs fans there in the crowd would be extremely happy with that. Canterbury, their first unveiling today. We get to watch him. Brent Sherwin kicks the field goal.
So Shifty gets the extras, and it's 6-0 to Canterbury over Parramatta. What a start for Willie Mason. So the kick-off there from Canterbury, it goes down to the Eels, and they bring it back now. Tukey will bring it and just get rummaged there by the defence. And great defence by Matua. Comes across the line. Butner shifts it across. Witters now tries to go at the line, and he's tackled. Brought down to ground on the second tackle for Parramatta. Beautiful conditions here in Gosford. Swings it across to Butner. Now gives the ball back inside. Lowry tried to get it away down that left side, but couldn't do anything. 10 metres from the halfway line. They bring it down through the middle. Butner, who's been doing plenty today, now gives the ball back inside beautifully to Burt, who'll just play it short of the halfway line. Witters now across. Nice little chip over the top there from Butner, but it's gone into touch.
Yeah, unfortunately the chip kick from Butner just million it up in the Canterbury bench over the sideline on the full. Dogs, great defensive work there. We just give Newcastle a rap the last game for how great their defence was the second half, and Canterbury, well, their defensive effort was certainly the key to last year's grand final by defending the house down, and that was a nice, really good defensive start for the Dogs.
So now Canterbury will take it forward. Utai just playing a role there as Canterbury play it from dummy half. They shift it. Utai gives the ball across. Now the Patton General goes straight up the middle. Canterbury, he'll score. Luke Patton gets a bonus try as well. And the Bulldogs, they go bang bang and lead 10-0.
Yeah, plenty of pace to the Dogs. Luke Patton comes in to the team this year. Daniel Holsworth will have a shot at field goal. So that's 2 tries scored for the Dogs now. 2 conversions that have gone over for the Dogs. 13 points to 0 because that's the bonus point. Defensively great, the Dogs. They look fast. Plenty of ball players in the side. Sherwin, Holsworth, the keys out there in the attack, and everyone else just become runners. So quick, that kick's gone out in the full though.
Yes, it has from Sherwin. Oh, commentators cursed, not
no, I've been the drop kicks have been funny to watch. Now, people have struggled to come up with starts of the game, but I think the shortened field just throws you off. Like, you're so used to kicking it, and it's a bit narrower and a little bit shorter, so the sideline becomes a bit closer.
And you might notice that the try line is in front of the goalpost, so it's almost like an NFL-style field placement, Brett.
And you look up and you see the goalpost, and that's what you normally kick the ball for, and actually, if you do that, it's already gone dead.
You'll end up in the Brisbane River.
Yep.
And Shackleton now takes it forward for the Eels, gives it away. Butner through a huge hole and almost over the line. Quick play the ball, they needed something here. Parramatta shifts it to the left-hand side, gives it away, pushes one, comes back, Burt tries to find something now. And Parramatta on the attack now. Tackled about 10 metres out, that's the last tackle. Last throw of the dice for the Eels. What do they got here? They'll go from dummy half. Lowry gives the ball across. Oh, they've spilt their lollies close to the line. I think it's Bobcat that's come up with it for Canterbury. Parramatta, they had a chance, but probably panicked a little bit.
No, he's going to give him a penalty, not back 10 metres on that occasion.
Got lucky there a little bit. Parramatta through almost for a try. About a metre short of the line. Chance now for the Eels. Little dummy shoot and scoot. Can he get there? Great defence from the Bulldogs. Bobcat Ryan's just trying to watch him. Oh, that's brilliant stuff from Asatasi. He holds his man up, and now they'll have another chance here, the Eels. So they keep coming. The attack grows. Butner, he tries to put some fancy footwork across. Comes at the line now. Goes away to PJ Marsh. Witters, beautiful ball to Shackleton. Shackleton tackled in a standing tackle. That's the last, says Bill Harrigan. Chance now for the Eels on the left-hand side. Goes past PJ Marsh. Beautiful ball back inside. Kick into the in-goal area. It was grounded there by the General. And the Bulldogs will keep the ball alive. So 13-0, and we're almost 8 minutes gone in this first half, Brett.
Yeah, but great defence again from the Dogs. You know, it's got to be really important here that you defend and you keep turning up and shutting the gate, and all those things are expected in the NRL. Just because you're here to attack, you've still got to defend, and that was wonderful from the Dogs.
Beautiful hands there from the Eels at the back there. Now they'll take it forward and play it about 40 metres out from the line. Probably a little bit closer based on these field placements. PJ Marsh from dummy half onto Witters. Good ball to Shackleton. He bursts and steams through that hole, but he's lost the football. But the penalty has gone to Parramatta.
Nah, Billy. 2 penalties against the Dogs. What's happening? Oh, there's a conspiracy. Come on, Bill. They're allowed to win.
So now it comes back to Witters. Comes away to Shackleton. Tries to do the Aaron Woods spin and turn. And he's tackled about, I'm going to say about 12 metres out from the line. Chance for Marsh. Gives it away to Witters. They're combining well. The big fella goes towards the line and inside the 10. He plays it about 8 metres short of the line. Chance for Parramatta. They need a try. They trail 13-0. Marsh from dummy half goes himself, but he's tackled beautifully around the legs by the Bulldogs' defence.
That's half time for us.
And that'll be half time. So a great 9 minutes of rugby league. We hope you've enjoyed as much as we have calling it. 13-0 in favour of the Bulldogs. What a half of football, Brett Kamali. What did you make of it?
Yeah, well, obviously just spoke about the importance of how good you've got to defend. The key to defence, obviously, you know, Willie Mason in attack, the Dogs in attack. They've scored 2 tries.
So we'll go down sideline. And Andy Raymond is down there.
Oh, and it was just like winding the clock back all those years. Not only scoring tries, but brushing off Hindmarsh a couple of times.
Oh, mate, I think both of us were sort of going, is he going to go for the sideline? I was thinking, am I going to go to the sideline? End up coming up all right. So two old horses going good at it, mate. It was good. It was a good battle.
Defending premiers, a lot of really good-hearted banter. A great time to reminisce, isn't it?
It is, mate. You know, they've got some great players, got some great friends all in this whole tournament. Some great guys that I've played with for many years at the Bulldogs. So it's great. It's a great tournament, great initiative, and I hope it goes on forever.
How's the Ogre going? Struggling a little bit?
He's all right. I think he just needs a couple more minutes to go, just to warm up, and then he'll get into it. He just needs a good, clean shot on someone, I think.
Cheers, pal.
All right, mate. Thanks, Andy.
So there he is, Willie Mason, chatting with Andy Raymond. And Willie Mason starting proceedings today, scoring that first try. And then, of course, Luke Patton darted straight up the middle. And he scored the bonus try. So that's how we've got to 13-0. And let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. So here's the first effort here. Look at big Willie Mason. Take us through this, Brett Kamali.
Well, that's what Billy was just getting interviewed about. He was summing up whether he wants to take the short sideline or down the sideline, whether Hindmarsh was going to be strong enough to push him over the sideline. No, that case didn't matter. Didn't happen. Mason gets the first try. This is Luke Patton here getting the second try for the Dogs in the goal in the bonus zone, and they kicked both their field goals were successful. So that's certainly very, very important to do. Canterbury now leading 13 points to 0 in the first half. They were great defensively, the Dogs. They had line speed. Yes, Bill conceded 2 penalties against them, but maybe they were a bit eager to get up. Lots of line speed. Great defence. They've held on their try line. Where does Sherwin do this time? Puts the wobbly kick down the middle.
Underway for the second half. So 13-0 if you've just joined us in favour of the Bulldogs. 2 tries to none. Dean Witters will take it and play it about 15 out from the line. Great day of rugby league here. Comes back in towards the line, and it's there by Reddy. He'll give the ball across field. Chance here now for Parramatta. They'll play it about 15 metres out from the line. What have they got here? Marsh from dummy half gives the ball away to Shackleton. Shackleton charges at the line, but a good tackle over the top there from Canterbury puts him to ground. From dummy half, Reddy tries to push and shove his way through, and he's tackled about 15 short of the halfway line, and Bill Harrigan says that's your tackle count gone. Up the middle, Parramatta straight and run it on the last. They've lost the football. Now Canterbury get the ball back, and they'll take it over the halfway line. And brought to ground, looks like a bit of pain on the face of the Canterbury player there. From dummy half, they shift it left to Utai. And now they come back through the middle. And now Canterbury have a huge chance. Great opportunity there. Grimaldi gives it away nicely. Chance here there for Asatasi, who'll take it forward. He plays it about 10 metres from the 10-metre line, so about 20 metres out on the quarter line. Gives it away. Chance for the Bulldogs. Mason now looking for a double in this game. Pushes his way through, the big fella. Getting plenty of yards from dummy half. They shoot and scoot through Perrott. Now it comes back in the middle. Picked up beautifully. Oh!
I'm telling you, there's a conspiracy. What is Billy Harrigan doing?
You reckon he was offside?
Oh, what a wonderful kick. Great kick it was from Holdsworth. We mentioned before about there's no fullbacks in today's game because you've got to have all 9 players, or you don't have to, but it's easy to defend with 9 in the line. So there's that kicking space to go behind you. Oh, that was a beautiful kick.
So 13-0 becomes 18-0 courtesy of that Canterbury try. A beautiful kick through from Holdsworth, as you said. And Brett Kamali's using the C word, conspiracy. As now PJ Marsh takes it over the halfway line. Chance for the Eels now. What have they got here? They'll go from dummy half. They shift it nicely. And Parramatta try and get a bit of fancy stuff there, goes astray. They drop their lollies. Canterbury wanted to play on, but they couldn't. So the referee will bring it back, and Canterbury will tap and go through Oga. O'Mealy. Now it comes back to Utai. Fancy footwork through the middle. Goes over the halfway line. In fact, that was Sam Perrott. And Michael Butner just having a chat on the sideline as he comes off the field. Now the quick play the ball. Ryan from dummy half. Nice little chip kick picked up by Hindmarsh. What about the try in the first game he scored? Now looking for another try to the tournament. Gives the ball away. Chance here back in the middle through Luke Bird. And he gets absolutely creamed there by Mason.
Mason's brought the shoulder pads today. The Dogs, that was a poor kick from Andrew Ryan on that occasion. But to see here, Parramatta, how much pace has the General still got? He's got plenty.
Chance for the Eels on the far side. PJ Marsh. Look at the face of determination he's got. Gives it back inside. Long pass across. Now it comes away. Gives the ball back. Chance out wide. Tap and go. Intercepted by the Bulldogs. They've got a chance down the flank. They go over the halfway line. Pushing a shove and he's put to ground. So Canterbury now will quickly play the ball. From dummy half they shift it. Utai gives the ball across nicely. Now it goes away. Ball goes over to Utai. Now to General. The Patton's going for a double.
Hindy, what's he got?
Has he got it?
Oh, Nathan Hindmarsh is asking the touch judge. He's just put his arm around him and put the flag up himself.
Yes.
Touch judge. He's out, sir. My cover tackle was amazing. Pushes the General over the sideline. There's Hindy. Heads down, disappointed. A great attempt from Nathan to get there. Luke Patton, certainly a speedster. The Dogs there, they've gone quick break through Rod Silver. Quick play the ball and shifted to Luke Patton, who scored on the sideline. This will be a tough kick. Brent Sherwin's going to have a shot at it.
Yeah, so can Shifty get it here to make it 19-0? That's across the face of goal. So 17-0 the score remains here at Central Coast Stadium. A magnificent day for rugby league. Have a look at this pace. Oh, Luke Patton just zipping down the sideline. Hindy tried his best, but the little man was too big for the big man.
Yeah, 17 points to 0. Dogs here, they look like they've been well drilled. They know sort of the format of the game. Just go forward, push support. Defensively is the big key. Bit of line speed, make your tackles. Minimal errors.
Witters wrapped up in a 3-man Bulldog tackle.
Terry Lamb pacing the sideline. He is obviously the coach for the Dogs.
Oh, I reckon he's got white line fever, Bar. There's Hindmarsh, look at this, charging through the line, trying to get the offload, manages to do it. It's going everywhere, and it goes to ground. So a pretty entertaining game of rugby league. There's about 4 minutes to go before full time in this one between the Bulldogs and the Eels. 17-0 in favour of the Bulldogs. 2 tries to Luke Patton, 1 to Willie Mason. The Eels looking for their first try of this game. Played a great game against Brisbane earlier in the day. The ball goes to Witters, but he's lost it. Comes back, and Parramatta have managed to keep it alive. And now Canterbury trying to defend the Eels inside their own half as they take it up the middle. And the Eels play it forward, a couple of metres short of that halfway line. About 3 and a bit to go before full time. What a game of footy this is. Game 4 of the Legends of League tournament. Witters gives it to Tukey, puts the big arm on. Oh, it's intercepted now by Canterbury briefly, but it comes back for Parramatta. Pass there to Shackleton's knocked down. Play on is the call. Ready. Pushes a couple away. Looks for some opportunities. Had Shackleton on his left, but didn't go there. And now SS will go at dummy half. Goes right side across. Chance for the Eels now. Little shimmy through the middle. Takes it up there. And now Parramatta. Hindmarsh straight up the middle. The big fella gets the pass away. Now it's picked up by the Bulldogs, and Andrew Ryan will take it now. Ryan fends off one. That's Tukey. He comes at Luke Burt, fends him off. Beautiful pass out, magic hands. Comes back into Turner, and Turner goes over the halfway line, and he's tackled about 40 out. Chance for the Bulldogs. Now they go up the middle. Bit of show and go. Onto Mealy back
Ryan.
to Ryan. Ryan now takes it up. Oh, tried to get the pass. That was forward.
That's offside touch. We're playing offside touch.
Holdsworth.
Just a training drill that most players do. What first pass goes backwards, and beyond that you can go forward. Andrew Ryan is playing about 4 metres forward. It's just gone to Holdsworth.
I reckon if he passed it about 10 seconds earlier to Holdsworth, he would have been in for a great try, Noddy.
Yeah, certainly we've seen a couple of interchanges happening. This game's gone end to end. It's been certainly very open.
Shifts it now. Now Parramatta will take it through the middle. Kingston, he's tackled about a metre short of the halfway line. From dummy half, the Eels go wide to Witters. Witters puts a kick through. Eels are chasing it. Bulldogs are chasing it too. Picked up there at the back by the Bulldogs, and they'll be tackled just outside their 10-metre line. Chance here now for them on that left flank. They've had some success earlier. Good opportunity here. Great pass through the middle. General. Now he explodes over the halfway line. Luke Patton tries to get away from the defence. He does. Can he get the hat-trick? The chase is coming, but the blitz is too quick. And Luke Patton gets a hat-trick against the Eels. What a game for him.
Yeah, he's on debut this season. Didn't play last year in the tournament, the General. What a debut he's made. 3 tries. The Dogs, they've certainly come out and said, hey, you know what? We won it last year. We're going to come and get you this year. Willie Mason having a shot at field goal, and nearly.
Another couple of metres north of where the ball was, it would have been there. So 21 points to nil. Have a look at this replay. A great head-on shot. Luke Patton just bouncing down that sideline. I reckon he could still play, Brett.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of Dogs fans that will remember Luke Patton in his heyday at the Dogs. Returning the football.
Played for St George. Short kick-off from the Bulldogs. Now the Eels through Marsh. Some fancy footwork up the middle. Can they get a try before full time? That's about 10 seconds away. So this has been game 4. And now the chance here for Reddy. Gives the ball across the Eels. Gives the ball back inside. Reddy now with the football. Little pass away. Butner can't get it. Shackleton's knocked it back. He picks it up. Puts a chip kick through. Regathers almost. Now it's taken there by the Bulldogs. And they'll have a chance. Close to the line. Ball comes back. Utai puts a kick through. Chance ready. He'll take it for the Eels. Basketball pass over the top. Eels are keeping it alive like they're still in the game. Ball goes across field. Quick flash hands. Now it comes back in beautifully. Another chip kick for Parramatta. Chance! Oh. Pass back. It's still alive.
Luke Burt's got to keep it alive there.
Picked it up. They've thrown it everywhere. Unbelievable.
Shackleton, what's he going to come up with?
Shackleton.
The chip kick from the front rower.
He has a crack. There's a trip. There's a chance. The Bulldogs are running into touch.
Billy's going to give a penalty away for taking out Shackleton on the chip kick. Entertaining.
What a game of football.
The clock's ended, but they've got a penalty still going to go in favour of Parramatta. Bird's kicked it sideways. Sherwin's 15 metres offside.
I think it was rugby league bingo. Everyone was having a crack at kicking the ball. Quick tap. It's alive still. Parramatta to play it. They go for the
Mason,
line.
look at that for defence.
No.
Defence wins grand finals, they say. Billy Mason. Desperation has come across, and look at Stacks. Somewhere in the middle there's a ball that's held up.
Yeah, I've got a feeling you're right. But Willie Mason, determination. So, and some great rivalries between these players, but it's all friends at full time. What a great game. 21 points to nil in favour of the Bulldogs, but it all belongs to Luke Patton, who scored a hat-trick. And let's go sideline.
the pride of the Central Coast, Mark O'Mealy, doing it a little tough at the moment, old mate.
Yeah, it was a bit hard out there. We had a kick-off out the fourth shift. He didn't touch the ball for 8 minutes, and then we had Andrew Ryan do a shit kick on the second, and we didn't touch it for another 4 minutes. So, yeah, it's tough, but Bill's made it all about Bill at the middle, so we'll be right.
Defending premiers, but no pressure.
Oh, we're out here having fun. If we win, we win. If we don't, it's great to catch up with the old boys.
Who's keeping Willie under control?
Willie's good. His energy's unreal. It's good for days like today.
Having fun?
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you.
So there he is, Andy Raymond with Mark O'Mealy. Mark played for a couple of clubs, of course, Canterbury, Manly, Shrek, as he's named. Let's go to the highlights of the second half. Some good stuff here for Canterbury.
Yeah, we see here Willie Mason got the day underway for the Dogs. Little great right-hand fend, pushes away Hindmarsh, goes down the sideline. Hindmarsh not giving up, coming at him. Mace laughing and bantering on as they do. The general here, we see him. He's come onto the paddock. He's made his debut for the Dogs in the 2018 Legends of the League tournament, and he's come on absolutely flying. That's his second try of the day today that Hindmarsh couldn't put him over the sideline. And then when obviously the general ends up going on and scoring 3. Facial touching's okay in this game.
Yeah.
A couple of face rubs and slight eye gouges to play on. Bit of fun and banter. There's the General's hat trick.
Yes, absolutely. And there's the kick-a-thon. The ball went through. A chance for Parramatta. Flip pass there. Still alive for the Eels. Somehow Burt threw it round there. Shackleton went after it. They all had a crack at it. And it ended up being stacks on the middle after this kick as it went into the in-goal area. And as you can see there, Parramatta just dive close to the line. Big Willie Mason dives in there. Half the pack for Canterbury dive in. There's another one. Buechner comes in over the top. So 21 points to 0 in favour of the Bulldogs over Parramatta. A terrific game. That was game number 4 here in the Legends League. We'll take a break. On the other side, we'll continue all the action here from Central Coast Stadium.